Hello. This week on Haston Helping Hands, I'm going to talk to you about doing things before you're ready. I know it's really scary, so let's dive in. Every week when you tune into my channel, you will receive tips about being a better parent, partner, and person. And one of the biggest tips that I can share with you that has led to a great deal of my own personal success is doing things before you're ready. And there's a pithy way to say that. If there's a better way to say that, please shout it out in the comments. The biggest thing is feel the fear and do it anyway. There's so many cliches that support this, but the biggest thing that I want to bring to you today and share with you as my audience is that more often than not, saying that you will do something puts you out on a limb and then you have to actually do it. Everything before that is just preamble. Everything before that is saying, oh, I do want to do that. Well, when are you going to do it? Put a date on it. Because until you put a date on it, it's nothing more than a wish. And a goal is something that has a date on it. So for instance, in 2026, my partner and I are going to go on an Alaskan cruise. This doesn't happen just you decide you're going to go and then you go. You have to save for it. You have to decide where you're going to go. You have to decide when you're going to go. You have to procure childcare, things like that. We started talking about this almost a year ago. So we have 3 years to save and budget and plan and all the rest of this stuff, which is great. Some people would say, go do that right now and don't wait. Well, the truth is that we're celebrating our marriage and we're celebrating our partnership and we're celebrating it in a way that's really special to us because when we got married, we couldn't afford to go to Alaska. We could afford to either get married or go to Alaska, and we chose to get married and put our funds towards that. I think we made the right choice. Never in a million years did I imagine it would be 15 years down the road that we would go on the Alaskan cruise. I figured 5 years, 10 years, maybe. But 15? I never figured it would be that long. And it reminded me of how important it is to do things before you're ready. And so I wanted to talk about that today. What is it that you can do? That's right, you watching this. What can you do today before you're ready? Maybe you want to write a book. Start telling people you want to write a book. Maybe what you want to do is something that no one's even thought of before. And guess what? The world needs that. The world needs you. The world needs your contribution. So don't hesitate. Don't think, gosh, am I good enough? Yes, you're good enough. Oh, what if I screw up? What if you screw up? It will mean that you have done something that was on your mind, and it is an opportunity to put yourself out there. And yeah, you might fail. You might not do as well as you think you're going to do, and especially because you've never done it before, surprise, you probably won't be very good at it the first time that you do it. But you know what? It'll be a step forward. As my coach Jaron LaCroix talks about, if you're going to fail, fall. If you're going to fall forward, because then if you're going to fail, go ahead and try, right? But if you fall forward, because that means you will still have made progress. Now, it doesn't have to be big, scary, huge, audacious stuff. However, I have found that is some of the richer experiences that I've had. The things that intimidate the absolute stuffing out of me are the things that wind up being the most rewarding. Case in point, I put myself out there and said I wanted to be in a podcast, and several different interviews showed up out of the woodwork. So tell the universe, whatever that is for you, whether it's God or it's your higher calling or the universe, whatever it is, tell that force what you want and watch it magically show up. There's just something to this laws of attraction thing, and the more you put yourself out there, the more people will come to you and say, you know what? I think this is something that you can do, and I think this is something you can do well, and you will be astounded at the chances that come your way. So my message today, do things before you're ready. I'm Jen Haston, and if this is your first visit to my page, thank you. I appreciate you following me. And as the boss of balance, I can say that some days it's aspirational, some days it's a description. And I will leave it to you to find your own balance. Keep seeking your balance, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.